Wasabi! I hate filming outside. Like, sorry, I can't.
You didn't die, right?
I almost did. Okay, so the last time I was sitting in front of you, I was crying my face off because life sucked so bad. But I'm in such a good place, which proves my point that sometimes you got to push through the bullshit in order to experience your breakthrough. So I was moving back home from downtown. I was going through a breakup with my best friend. I was going through a lot of internal insecurities and jealousy issues with other women, but I'm stable now, mentally, physically, and life is at its best. I can honestly say that I'm in such a good place. If you've been following me on social media, then you would know that I recently had an amazing career win in my journalism career. I'm now a contributor on Forbes.com, and I'll be reporting on mentorship, the added value of mentorship, the power of the leapfrog theory, and how to be the woman that world-class performers actually want to mentor. Not only that, I recently was featured in Flair magazine, and hopefully, cross fingers, I recently interviewed with 2 writers, one from O Magazine and one from Fast Company. Now, when you interview with writers, it doesn't necessarily guarantee anything. It doesn't necessarily guarantee that you'll be in the magazine. However, just to be considered, just to be in their thought process is really a blessing for me. So things have been going really well on the writing standpoint. As far as New Girl on the Block, I'm always mentoring. I'm always continuing to turn shy girls into fly girls. And Pauleanna.com is also thriving as well. Things are going well with my book. Things are good. Life is good. I'm stable. I'm good. I'm happy. And so I really wanted to share with you some of the things that I do in order to stay grounded, because on the flip side, we know life always changes. There's so many ups and downs. Today I'm in a bomb-ass mood. Tomorrow I could be curled up in the dark in my room, right? So one of the things that I love doing is sitting by my pool. As you can see behind me, I have a gorgeous, well, my parents have a gorgeous backyard. Sometimes I don't think people realize the process I have to go through in order to earn these career wins, whether it's purchasing flights that I probably oh my God, I hate filming outside. Okay, whether it's purchasing flights that I probably can't afford because, you know, they're random flights that I probably didn't budget, but I have to take them in order to be in these big rooms with these very important people. Or it could be, you know, pursuing contacts, emailing them and waiting for a response. Or maybe I am pulling all-nighters, right? Like there's so many sacrifices that I have to make. Sleep. I don't get to go out with friends. Early in my 20s, I made the decision to give up my weekends. So instead of going to Caravana today, Damien and I are filming for YouTube. I have to do my blog post. I have to do another submission for Forbes. Like I have to work. I have to work because I want a better life for myself and my family. You know, I come from a place of massive insecurity, low self-esteem, low confidence, you know, very little self-love growing up when I was a child. And that stems from elementary school, secondary school, high school, and just really not feeling as if I fit in, feeling misunderstood, and often questioning my purpose, questioning the direction of my life, and wrapped up in trying to become the best woman I could be. I sit here often just thinking about the journey, right? I think a lot of people want promotion without enduring the process. And I want to share a little bit of my process with you. When I was in elementary school and high school, they were some of the worst years of my life. I was bullied, I was tormented, I was made fun of for the way I walked, talked, dressed, who I hung out with. I never felt as if I fit in with the cool kids. I never felt pretty. At one point in my high school career, I was so scared of everybody and just so anxious and paranoid and didn't want anyone to bother me. It was one of those situations where, you know, if you looked at someone the wrong way, it could be a situation that would explode. Either someone would cuss you out, either someone, like my high school was just, it was reckless, right? So I would often eat lunch by myself. I'd eat lunch by myself in either the cafeteria, sometimes I'd go to the library, or there are occasions where I would step outside and eat my lunch, or just stay in the girls' washroom because I just didn't want to be bothered. I remember one incident. I was in the cafeteria minding my own business. I was by myself. One of the cool guys, his name is Jeffrey, he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I have an extra Mountain Dew bottle. It came out of, the vending machine. Because, sometimes you put in the coins and you get 2 instead of 1, right? So he was offering me his extra one. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this guy, we rarely talk. This is not like a regular occurrence. So like I was really skeptical, right? Because no one just offers you an extra Mountain Dew bottle or an extra pop. Only later to find out that he had actually urinated in it, and I was one of 3 people who he was pranking, I guess you can say. Like, there was a bet going on to see which one of us would actually drink it. And shit like that used to happen all the time, and I couldn't understand why I was the person that God had chose to go through this mess. And I didn't know what to do during these tough times until I discovered writing, until I discovered journaling. And that was where, in those moments, was where life was simple and perfect, and I felt like I felt like I was in my own world. For me, in hindsight, looking back, I am actually happy that I was the person that was chosen, because it made me really appreciate everything that I'm going through today. It made me really open my eyes to have gratitude and feel like I've definitely earned my spot. I've earned where I am. So this video is for anybody who is in an unstable place. This message is for anyone who wakes up every single day like I did, feeling as if they wanted to die. This video is for anybody who's just really going through it and you're not able to see beyond the limits of your circumstances. I want you to know that it does get better. I really want you to know that it does get better. And if you continue to push through, you will experience your breakthrough. There were days in high school where I literally woke up in the mirror and I hated what I saw. There are days in high school where I just didn't know how I was going to get through it. But I'm so happy that I made it on the other side and that I had faith. And sometimes when you take a leap of faith and you choose to jump, God will put out a safety net to catch you. One thing I've learned through all of this is that the world doesn't care about your excuses. And that even though you may give yourself permission to cry for 5 minutes and then you got to be gangsta. Because the reality of it is, nothing changes if nothing changes, right? You have to put one foot in front of the other and find a place inside your heart where nothing is impossible. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. If you can't crawl, then drag your ass to the finish line. Because as long as you have a heartbeat, you have a chance to succeed. The only way I know how to climb out of any hole is gradually. So I want to leave you with 4 quick tips in order to help you block out the noise, laser your focus, and get rid of toxic relationships. So number 1, choose peace over conflict. Number 2, this is your opportunity to practice forgiveness. Forgiveness is not something you do for anyone else. It's a gift that you give yourself. Number 3, don't sweat the small stuff. If people want to waste their time and energy hating on you, that's fine. They're entitled to their opinion and you have every right to look past it. And number 4, living well is the best revenge. So continue winning, continue shining, and know that anything is possible.